Welcome friends to this new practice here with Seekers of Wellness. I'm in beautiful Kandy in Sri Lanka, and today we're going to do a really slow and nice decompressing of the spine. So we're just going to extend the spine and release some back pain, especially targeting the lower back today. We're going to start our practice laying down on the mat, so feel free to just move on to that position. When we come to a nice laying position, we're first going to start with a bit of a twist here, but an easy twist. So bring up your right knee close to your sitting bone, and then grab hold with your left hand onto that right knee and bring it over towards the left side. Our right arms come reaching out towards the right, and feel free to look towards the right as well. Taking this time to connect to our breath, to slow down our breath. Perhaps we can sense where in our body we feel the breath the most. Is it in our chest, or in the diaphragm, or in the stomach? Or do we feel the whole torso moving? Just tapping into your breath, staying conscious with it. Whenever you're ready, slowly roll back into center. We're going to switch side. Bring that left knee close to your sitting bone. Grab hold of it with your right arm and move it towards the right. Your left arm come reaching towards the left side as we gaze that same way. There's no need to intensify and reach that knee down to the floor. Stay intuitive with your practice, with your body, by listening what it desires today. Also, since this is the first movements of the day, it's perfect to take it really slow, not rushing anything, but getting that good start of the day. One more deep breath in. And slowly bring it back into your center. We're going to come into our happy baby. So what we want to do is just bring both knees close to our chest. Grab hold of the outer arch of our foot here. If this feels too intense, or if we can't reach, feel free to hold on to your calf or to your thigh as well. Now, I love to include a bit of movement here in this practice. So if you want to roll or rock to the sides, I invite you to do so now. Few more rounds of breath here, so take your time to really focus on that breath. Staying intentional with our practice and with our body makes us feel this more sensation of acceptance and listening to setting boundaries for ourselves, not only in our practice, but in our life, in our body, in our mind. Healthy boundaries are so important, so that's a big part of the practice that you learn. When you set those intuitive, you listen to that intuitive feeling and you set those boundaries. All right, slowly from here, we're releasing both legs up the wall here, just for a short period, bringing in some blood flow. If you want to support your legs, you can hold on to them as well. That's totally fine. We We tend to want to rush and get distracted when there's calmness and when there's silence. But try to step away from that and notice how important the present moment is for you today. To experience the present moment. In your own time, bring your feet down and plant them just on the outer corners of the mat. We're going to do a few window wipers. So we're aiming both knees down to the ground on one side, and then we switch them to the other. Do this movement as fast or slow you want, but making sure we're committing to the full bend here. So we're not just moving really shallow, but intentional in the whole movement from side to side. All right. Slowly bring your feet back in again. This is my favorite type of release for the lower back. So we're going to bring up our knees towards the chest. Hold on to the knees with your hands. But from here, we're going to keep it tight, compress it a bit. So getting as close to your chest as you possibly can. Then we completely release it. And that will make you feel that lower back connect to the mat. I like to do this compressing and then fully release. And this makes a nice little massage for the lower back. And you would notice exactly by doing a few rounds of this, how far you need to go into compression to make that a nice sensation in the lower back. Sometimes we need to repeat this movement for a while to feel that nice release. But just staying with that, we're going to stay here in this movement for a while. So try to really connect to whatever sensations you feel in your body. Of course, if this feels too uncomfortable, you can just keep your knees slightly towards the chest, but without holding on to them. Two more rounds of breaths. One deep inhale. Exhale it out. Last inhale. Exhale it out. All right, from here, bring your foot soles together, plant down. We're coming into this reclined butterfly pose. Feel free to place any block or support underneath your knees here. From here, we're going to help the spine to decompress a bit by bringing our hands close to the hips, and then we pull the whole legs away from us. Whatever hand position that feels the best to you. I usually tend to flip, so I have my thumbs up and my fingers pointing down. And then I just press and decompress the whole spine here, moving the thighs away and pressing, using the strength from your arms to feel a bit of a release in the lower back. Release down, holding this reclined butterfly pose for a bit longer. And then we're going to come into a second round in just one deep breath. All right, get ready, placing your hands, and then pull and push away to decompress. Hold it here for one more breath. Making sure we're not holding the breath or compressing, but letting it flow freely through our body. Then release your hands. Bring your knees up to the top. Perhaps we want to just shift our feet slightly further out and bring the knees together for an internal rotation, a small counter pose for the hips. When you're ready, we're gonna just lay onto your right side. Maybe use your hands as a pillow. Stay here for 3 breaths, or as long as you need, before we're gonna come to a seated position. And whenever you're ready, coming up to seated position. If you're closing your eyes, please keep your eyes closed. If not, I invite you to close them or keep a soft gaze. We're gonna end our practice here. If you need to do any movement, shake out the upper body, feel free to do so. Moving any intentional way, intuitively listening to what you need. I find that when we close our eyes, it's sort of easier to listen to what the body needs, because we're closing down one of the, what is it called, sensations. One type of information that we obviously get from the environment around us, that's where I want to get. So if you're moving around, find stillness, lift your chin. And we're gonna take 3 deep breaths, inhaling through the nose, sighing it out through the mouth. Get ready for the first inhale. And we start our inhale. Exhale through the mouth. Inhale, second round. Exhale. Inhale, third and last round. Exhale, sigh it out. Bring your hands up to your heart center. Bow your head down. I feel so honored to have guided you through this short back release practice. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. If you like this video, please subscribe and like this video, and maybe give a comment. That will help me loads and loads to bring out more content for you guys. And I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. See you soon. Lots of love.